Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Audacity Show right here on Wednesdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific with me, Stephanie Young. It is such an honor that you choose to join me on Wednesdays at noon or at 9 or, at 10 or 11, whatever time you are in the US, or maybe you're even joining me internationally. Either way, I am truly grateful that you're here. As always, I'd love to ask a question. I'd love to know today, what would I love to know today? Do you have a favorite kind of breakfast food? I ask because today for breakfast I had quiche and I tried to recreate an everything and the bagel seasoning breakfast quiche. I had it on a flight one time and it was so good. And so when I made my quiche for the week, this week, I added the everything in the bagel seasoning to it, and it has been an absolute delight. So I would love to know what your favorite breakfast item is. And I know that it's really hard to pick, especially if you're a breakfast food lover. So, but I'd love to know what either you had for breakfast or what your favorite item was, because I am currently just like going a little bit bonkers over my everything and the bagel seasoning quiche. Today, we are jumping into the topic of what it looks like to be and how to be the dragon warrior of your own life. So, if you have ever, you know, walked through life or felt like, oh my gosh, I don't like there's just so many people, and what's so special about me? What is it about me that is so unique or so um special? Like, what is it about me that is like amazing? Like, why does it matter? That's what I'd love to talk to you about today. And this is all inspired. I know a couple weeks ago I talked about Reese's Cups and I really dove into the history of Reese's Cups. But today I was truly inspired by the movie Kung Fu Panda, which, if you have never seen it, I highly recommend it. We watch a ton of kids' movies in our house. A, I love animated films, and B, we have a toddler. And so kids' movies are just a thing that totally happens. Hello, hello. And so we just tend to watch a lot of them, but Kung Fu Panda is a favorite in our house, and it really inspired today's topic of how to be the dragon warrior of your own life. And so I love the movie. I love the premise of it, that a panda who is truly and deeply in love with Kung Fu and everything about it is wanting to find out who is going to become the dragon warrior, who is going to become it in this like tournament of kung fu where they're picking the next dragon warrior, because the dragon warrior is going to get the dragon scroll and find out the secret of like kung fu and all these amazing things. And so the it follows the journey of this panda Po, and how he ends up becoming the dragon warrior even though he has no kung fu experience at all, and how his journey to getting the dragon scroll. And so I was like, oh my goodness, we are totally talking about this today. We're talking about how to become the dragon warrior of your own life. And I, like, seriously, guys, I'm just super excited because we had recently watched the movie and I was like, oh my word, how perfect. So, the first thing to talk about is, what is a dragon warrior? And I know it seems kind of silly because you're like, wait a second, like, I don't even like kung fu. That's fine. You don't have to like kung fu to be your own dragon warrior. A dragon warrior is really just a human being that has a lot of passion and wants to live out the passion in their own life. It's really that simple, I promise. So, like, you on your own, as a person with unique skills, with unique talents, and with unique passions, are already a dragon warrior. So, hello, welcome. Next time you see yourself in the mirror, you can go, oh my gosh, I am already a dragon warrior. But we're learning how to embrace it and what it can look like to be that, and how to like find the secret of your own scroll. So, you already are a dragon warrior. It is you. You're awesome, like a unique, amazing personal abilities that are already built inside of who you are. So, the dragon warrior is you. Now, how do you unleash the dragon warrior? How do you figure out how to like be that person? And as you watch Kung Fu Panda and you see Po, he goes on this journey to learn Kung Fu, and they have to kind of like change the method of how they teach because he doesn't learn it quite the same way as all the other Kung Fu students. because every person is unique and we all learn differently. But one of the best ways that we as humans and we as individuals can embrace being the dragon warrior of our own life is to be courageous. So, what does that look like? That can look different for every human being. And when people say that can look different for everyone, I know that can be just as overwhelming as somebody saying, this is the one specific thing that you should do to be the dragon warrior of your own life. Because every person is unique. And so having specific examples or non specific examples can be overwhelming. So, a specific example of being courageous would be to try new things. Simply trying something new in your life can help you be more courageous. A non specific example of how to be more courageous, or a more loose example, would be to say, a non-specific would be to say try new things. A specific example would be to say every single person should try a very specific new cuisine. Like if you have never ever tried Ethiopian food, everybody in the planet should try Ethiopian food, and you should do it this week. That would be a specific example of how to be more courageous in your own life when it comes to like food if you've never ever tried that food. So that's a specific example for people. A non-specific one is to just say, try something new. Well, how would you try something new? So there's a few different ways to be courageous in a specific and then non-specific way. So every person can kind of take that in a different way. So maybe for you, being courageous is trying new food or trying a new hobby or trying to learn a new language or learning how to declutter your house or trying to learn a new trade and trying a new job. Being courageous can look different for everyone. But when you're embracing the dragon warrior of your own life and your own soul, you get to discover how you can be courageous for yourself. But the first step is to typically try something new, and determining what that is can be a really fun journey as well. For Po in the movie, it was actually learning Kung Fu, not just loving Kung Fu. The second way that you can embrace and learn how to be the dragon warrior of your own life, and how you can learn to cultivate some of these really great things in yourself and embrace having the life that you've always really wanted, would be to believe in yourself. And I know I've had a lot of people that are like, I don't know how to believe in myself. Sometimes I struggle to find the passion to believe in myself, but it is a very important step in being your own, like embracing the dragon warrior part of you, because you are the person that can make your dreams a reality. You're the person that can take the steps to make those things feasible. So, believing in yourself and holding that faith in yourself is key to not holding yourself back into having that belief, so that you can start taking those steps, even if they're small. The small steps actually make the most amount of progress. But believing in yourself is that thing that's going to help you start moving that wheel towards making your dream reality and start helping you to really embrace the dragon warrior within. You see it in the movie with Po for sure. And if you haven't seen it, again, I totally encourage you to go and watch it. It's such a cute one. But at first, he's not really sure if he can even do it because he has no training. All he's ever done is watch Kung Fu and love it and have like the posters on his wall of the Kung Fu masters he loves and their action figures, but he's never actually been trained. And so when you don't have that belief in yourself, it can be hard. And so sometimes it can be helpful to have other people around you that also believe in you. But at some point, you do have to have the belief in yourself that you can do it. And from personal experience and even experience I've seen with the clients that I work with, both in like the coaching, with their life coaching and with their decluttering, that belief in yourself will get you so much further than somebody else's belief in you. So, I totally encourage you to have belief in yourself that you can do the things that you truly love and are passionate about, and that you can be the dragon warrior of your own life. Thirdly, how you can be the dragon warrior of your own life is to live with intention. And a lot of times when people say, oh, you should live with intention, it's like, oh, well, then I need to, like, everything I should do in my life should have great purpose. And that isn't necessarily false. Like, yes, things we do should have purpose, but it doesn't mean that you have to like, you know, dedicate your whole life to like feeding the poor, although feeding the poor is a good thing. But it's like that you are knowing that you have picked like something that you want to focus on and something that you want to maybe improve or something that you are passionate about. And so you've decided to live with intention towards pursuing that passion. So, like, if one of the things that you want to be courageous and try new in your life is to have a gratitude practice, you have an intention to be more grateful in your life. So not only are you being courageous by trying something new, by adding a practice of gratitude, but you're also living with more intention because you're intending to have more gratitude in your life too. So you're kind of doing two things at once by living with intention and being courageous at the same time. But that doesn't mean you're trying to like solve the big world problems that we face or that we see in the world. It means that you're simply taking the time to look inside in your soul and say, how can I choose to live with a little bit more intention? How can I do things purposely for myself to help stay on track to reach my goals and to see my dream become reality? And how can I choose to have like live with intention and also like support my goal of being more courageous or have the ability to be more courageous in your life? So you can live with intention in a big huge picture kind of way, and you can live with intention in a small picture kind of way. Both are great and both are beneficial, but you can do either or both. So those are three amazing ways that you can embrace how to be the dragon warrior of your own life. And again, if you've seen Kung Fu Panda, you know that after all of the training and after Po does his training and he learns how to be courageous and he starts living with the intention to actually be the dragon warrior and he believes in himself, he finally hits the point where he gets to like get the dragon scroll, the big thing that he's been working for, that all the other people who were training in the kung fu world in this movie were training for, was to get the dragon scroll. It was like the big deal because it was supposed to have like the secret to all of kung fu. And a lot of times in life, even we are like waiting for like the secret to life or like the big reveal and like some huge thing that we're like hoping will be the thing that just changes everything for us. And so he finally gets this scroll and it's this huge moment and he opens it and it's blank. And he's completely crushed and totally devastated. And everybody else is like, what is going on? We don't understand. We were hoping that this would be like transformative for all of us. Why is this blank? And so, in total devastation, he leaves and goes to find his dad. And his dad says basically the sweetest thing to him, that the secret ingredient in the secret ingredient soup that he's been selling for years is nothing, that the thing that makes the soup special is the soup itself. But simply by saying it had a secret ingredient, even though it technically didn't, is kind of what made it special. But the soup itself is amazing. And that's when Poe realized that the secret to the dragon scroll wasn't that the scroll itself was special, but that the person who saw themselves and had the belief in themselves and had the courage to try and work hard and earn it, and the person that lived with intention would in fact be and embody the spirit of the dragon warrior. And that's when, like, and it's this huge moment and it's so beautiful, and he realizes, oh my goodness, yes, I am the dragon warrior. I'm the secret ingredient to my own secret ingredient soup. And so, the easiest and best way to understand and embrace being the dragon warrior of your own life is, yeah, you can be courageous, you can live with intention, and you can believe in yourself. And those three things are going to be so helpful. But together, it's knowing that you are the secret ingredient of your secret ingredient soup. Nobody else has the same things that you do, the skills, the talents, the passions, the drive. Nobody else has the same things that you do. And so, you being the dragon warrior in your own life means recognizing that you are your own secret ingredient and that you hold the key to your success and you hold the keys to achieving your dreams and making them a reality. Sometimes, though, we find that maybe we need a kung fu master to help guide us. If Poe had just been handed the dragon scroll at the beginning of the movie, he probably never would have learned that lesson. He would have taken one look at it being blank and wouldn't have understood anything. He would have just been like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Peace out. I'm leaving. This was a total disappointment. But because he'd had a kung fu master come along beside him and train him, and then he also had the wisdom of his father say, look, I've been making this secret ingredient soup for years, but it's not like there's no secret ingredient. It's simply special because I say it's special. With the wisdom of two people along beside him, he was able to learn that pivotal lesson that he himself could embody being the dragon warrior. So maybe you are stuck in a place where you're like, I would like to make my dreams a reality, or I would love to be the dragon warrior of my own life, but I'm feeling stuck and I'm not sure where to go. And so you need a kung fu master to come along beside you and help guide you. That's okay. We all need that help from time to time. That's why when we have health problems, we have a doctor, or when our car is broken, we take it to a mechanic. That's why when people want to, get fit, they go to the gym or they seek out a fitness expert. That's why when you don't know anything about investing, you reach out to someone who's an investment expert. But even still in life, when you're like, gosh, I'd really love to pursue my dreams and pursue what it looks like to see them become a reality, but I don't know where to start, that's where you can look for someone who is a kung fu master or a coach to walk along beside you, to help you set some intentions for your life, to help you see what it looks like to be courageous in a different way, and to help hold the faith with you as you remember how to believe in yourself and why you should believe in yourself, so that you too can unroll the dragon scroll and recognize that it's not blank, but that you are the secret ingredient of the secret ingredient soup, and that you are the dragon warrior yourself, that you are the key and the secret to your own success. So if you have been in a place where you've said, man, I could use someone to walk along beside me. I didn't really know at first. And I now, in this moment, watching this with you, Stephanie, and hearing you talk about this or catching this on the replay, I'm realizing that I could use a little support. I could use a Kung Fu master, a life Kung Fu master to walk along beside me and help do some of these things. You can seriously just drop a Kung Fu or a dragon scroll in the comments below. And I would love to talk with you about what it looks like to have a community of support and a coach that walks along with you to help you unlock the secrets of how to be the dragon warrior of your own life, because everyone deserves to recognize that they're the secret ingredient of their own secret ingredient soup, and everyone deserves to be living the dream life that they've always wanted. So if you are ready to see wild, crazy, awesome success, drop a comment below. Dragon warrior, dragon scroll, kung fu master, any of those things will do. Drop it below, and I would love to offer you and to talk to you about what that kind of support looks like. Because even if I don't technically know kung fu, I do love and have a great amount of time helping people find success in life and in lessening the overwhelm that they often can feel while trying to make their dreams a reality. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is truly an honor to have you be with me on these Wednesday lives and on these Wednesday replays, or if you catch me on a Friday, that's fine too. It really is an honor, and I'm so grateful that you choose to join me. I will be live again next week on Wednesday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, where we will tackle another topic about how we can start to make our dream life reality and lessen the overwhelm that we can find in just day to day life. I hope you have a totally terrific day. And again, if you are looking for a Kung Fu master in your life, I would love to talk to you about what it looks like to have a Kung Fu master like me join you on the journey of life. Have a great day.